What it is, what it do, you hear me? It's Luhh RODD. I done jumped off the porch with 30 Glove Bastard, you hear me? Real shit, I'm banging VB. I know you see me.
They say that things gon' change, but right now I've been trapping, stuck and jigging in the rain. Tryna work on all my problems, but I still deal with pain.
So we got the one and only Luhh RODD jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, man.
What's down?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. How about yourself today, too, bro?
Cool and really, just excited on some shit.
There you go, man.
Yeah, just happy to be here.
Nah, that's what's good, man. Nah, I even appreciate you driving all the way from BR to come out here, too,
Shit,
man, to
yeah.
jump off the porch with us, too, man. Yeah, so you want to shout your boy sitting back there with you, too?
Oh, this Juice here, man. Producer / engineer / whatever you jack of all trades. You want some music-wise, that's him. Yeah, man.
That's your go-to? Like, you guys locked in like that?
Yeah, that's brother now.
Okay. How long y'all been rocking with each other then?
Like 4, 5 years.
Oh, damn. True.
About that time. Yeah.
So what's that chemistry like, man? He's giving you a lot of advice while you're recording? You kind of
Big
just
brother.
doing your own thing?
Big brother, basically. Shit, yeah.
Nah, that's hard right there, man.
Yeah.
So I feel like an artist finding like an engineer and a producer
That's
that shit is so important, man.
Yeah, that's big for a nigga to actually lock in with somebody who actually care, give you feedback or give you some shit like, oh, you did that wrong. Not just be no yes man too.
Yeah, exactly.
With that type shit.
Yeah, because you can find anyone to push the button to record you, bro.
Yeah, real
You got to
talk.
find someone that can help you develop that sound and, like you said, give you that feedback, be able to critique this shit.
Because you ain't going to get better just by a nigga saying everything you do hard.
Yeah.
Like, no, ain't going to go like that.
Yeah, and with you being a young artist, man, I'm sure like just you even being open to, taking those critiques and everything like that, that's big, man. That's going to help you get better too.
Yeah, you got to be open. You can't do nothing just thinking you're going to have it your way. You got to have all perspectives from around that bit. You got to look at it that way, look at it this way.
Nah, absolutely,
Shit,
man. Yeah, so what else you doing here in Atlanta, man? What else you got planned while you're in the city, bro?
Well, shit, we been looking shit up since we been down here trying to find something to do. We gonna fuck with fucking that trap museum tonight, that type shit. And anything else, we fucking last minute, so we might just do something out the blue.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Is this your first time out here then?
Shit, yeah, it's my first time. Like, this shit so crazy. Like, I'm from BR, so like everything flat. When you come here, it's buku hills. Like you gotta throw your car in park when you at a red light or something. Like
you
gonna
start rolling backwards type
real
shit.
Like I ain't used to no shit like this. And then the fucking weather, that shit changed. The nigga.
Shit bipolar, man.
Yeah, it was. I thought Louisiana was bipolar. Nigga, you catch a nigga wearing fucking a jacket and some shorts out here. Y'all gotta switch that bit throughout the day for real. That bit might hit 30.
Yeah, like this morning it was 30. Right now it's probably like 65, almost 70 degrees outside.
That shit crazy. Like we came down here, I thought it was gonna be hot.
For real.
It got cold. You feel that shit. All niggas sinuses fucking up. Real shit.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Look, like with this being your first time, it's like a learning experience. That way, next time you come, you're gonna be more prepared. Like you're gonna have studio sessions lined up. You're gonna have different platforms, everything lined up to where you just gonna move right off the schedule, man.
Real shit. That shit gonna just move way smoother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure coming from BR, it's important to come to different cities like Atlanta and shit like that too, man. To get out there and spread your name and the brand and everything.
Shit, yeah. It's like some people be like so stuck in trying to be there and be BR or in their own city, they forget about they gotta branch out somewhere else to like really network, really get exposure somewhere else than just your own city.
Nah, real shit, man.
Or you gonna be stuck in BR mindset.
Of course, yeah, man.
That shit ain't what up.
Yeah, and talk to us about life in BR, man. What be going on out there, man?
Oh, shit. That bit, right now, that bit dangerous. I ain't gonna lie. But it really depends on what you do. People like might look at that bit like, all we do is shoot through violence. But shit, no, it's really what you do. Like a regular person, they ain't probably even notice they got shootings in that bit. It's just what you intertwine with what you got going on around you. So if you just a regular civilian, you might think you living a life out there.
Yeah.
But when you a nigga, like, you gonna see that shit. So, yeah.
How would you say you was able to avoid that, that side of BR then?
Shit, I wouldn't say I'm avoiding it, but it's survival. So, choose your best steps. Don't do, like, it's easy to crash, but you gotta, think before you do shit. Put yourself in the best position type shit.
Yeah.
So, like, don't do shit you ain't gotta do. Like, just crashing out doing dumb shit. That's mostly what niggas be doing down there. They just do dumb shit. Like, you ain't gotta even do that. Like, then niggas be proving a point. You ain't even gotta prove your point when you know you that.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I do shit as it come to me. I don't go looking for it. That type shit.
Yeah, it's like people are always gonna try and trick you out your position.
Oh, God.
You can't fall for that shit,
Yeah,
man.
it's cause like, most people who fall for shit like that, when niggas be like, you a bitch or like shit like that, niggas really be bitches. And they be trying to prove their point so hard that a nigga think, nigga, I can't be a bitch. Everybody say I'm a bitch around me, so I gotta prove my point. Shit, no, I know what I am. I always been like that. I just know who I am, so nigga can't really trick me on my position, that type of shit.
Nah, real shit, man. Because trying to prove to others anything, man, that shit is a lost cause.
Yeah, bro. But I ain't gonna say I'm gonna show you, but I ain't gonna crash out showing you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that type shit.
I dig it, man. So let's go back to your childhood. Like, talk about your upbringing. Like, what were you into as a kid and all that too?
But shit, as a child, I was always into music. Like, as a child, I stayed with my mama. So with my mama, like, music was different. So it was censored because I'm staying with my mama. So like, I listen to Boosie, Gates, all that shit. Like my only artist I used to listen to was, it bitch was weird. I used to listen to Gates, Michael Jackson, Eminem, and that's about it. And Juvenile, that's about the only niggas I listen. That shit like kind of weird as a bitch.
That's a hell of a, wide variety right
Real
there,
shit. So coming up, that shit, I don't know. That shit it was crazy. Like I tried to fuck with sports, but nigga really ain't have money for sports. Like nigga was poor on some shit. So now nigga have it, it's too late to try to fuck with sports now.
Yeah.
I'm rapping now.
Yeah, that shit's weird, like how this shit has changed. When you talk about sports like that, it's like to go AAU type shit, but you gotta have money to be out there.
So
you gotta be able to train and play year round too. It's not just
shit,
one season.
Like, I tried to play sports like middle school, going into like high school, my freshman year, until I realized like that shit really ain't for me. Like I need money for certain shit I want, certain shit I need, and then like, I'm steady getting into it with niggas I'm playing basketball with. And like, that shit wasn't for me. Sports ain't for me. I'm strict to rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you mentioned you living with your moms. Did you have any siblings in the house too?
Yeah, I got, I stayed with my sister and both my sisters. My big brother stayed in New Orleans. They was on the sports shit for real.
Okay.
I was stuck in the trenches somewhere. They was too, but they was just heavy, more into sports type shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When would you say you jumped off the porch then?
Shit, young, cause like I'm mostly by myself a lot. So like as a kid, I was really by myself doing everything my own, like learning, doing everything. So I started doing my own shit like 8, 9, like for real.
Shit.
Like just staying outside, like cause like it's nothing inside, everything around you changing. You gotta go do something, you know. Being inside boring, so you start doing all types of shit, jumping in all types of shit. That shit get crazy.
Now, were you the type that was like hanging around older folks?
Shit, like all my partners, all my brothers, they was like, I'd be like the youngest, like you wouldn't even think I'm walking with them. I'm like 6, everybody 13, 14, 15.
God damn.
Some like 18, 19. I'm the only one playing football and shit with all of them. I'm little as a bitch, steady, all that type shit. You know, fighting with older big niggas, that shit. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Like I never really used to like fuck with people younger than me, but it just so happened I gravitated to older people. I was just up there type shit, mentally.
And were they like giving you advice? Were they like schooling you about life and shit and everything
shit,
too?
No, it was just some young dumb niggas. And I just was so happy to just gravitate to 13, 14-year-olds type shit. Yeah.
I dig it. Did you have any like male role models in your life, whether uncles, grandpa or anything like that?
Yeah, on some shit. Like, I wouldn't say, I never really idolized nobody around me, because I know, like, as a kid, my mama instilled into me that you gotta, like, even though somebody might be doing something right, you gotta figure out what you wanna do and who you is for real. So, like, even if I was to look up to somebody, that's their life. I can't do exactly what they did or do it how they want to. I'ma always have to make my own decisions, do it how I'ma do it, because as a kid, you gonna want to do what you want to do.
Nah, real shit, man.
Yeah.
What you do after school? Did you go to college? Think about going to college or?
Fuck no. I knew I was gonna go to college, cause everything I wanted to do, I was already doing it. And like, when you believe in yourself so much, you don't really need it like that. So I went to school. I was already rapping. I've been rapping since like my freshman year for real. So when I got out of school, this is what I'm gonna do for real, full time, cause like, the environment you in, you drop out. The way a nigga look at you, you drop out trying to do business with a nigga. Nigga gonna think you dumb. So I just finished high school, get that shit out the way. So a nigga can't never say I'm just, man. Then I graduated with like a 4.6. So.
God damn.
Yeah, it's easy to cheat. Real shit, it's easy to cheat. But I did my shit in that bitch. So yeah, so I made sure all that type shit was good. So when I really get up there with music, I'm not unintelligent.
Yeah.
I know how to talk my shit for real.
And what inspired you to start at it then? You said your freshman year at making music and all that.
Oh shit, I've been rapping. Like all my people rap. Like my people really TBG, so that's like Fredo, all that type shit. So you just be around that shit so long, you gonna gravitate to it. So I'm in like first grade freestyling, having rap battles, all that type shit. Speaking gibberish, that shit was ass then. But I'm just saying, like, I just been rapping. So I just knew as you get older, that shit gonna come to you more as a reality than just having fun with that shit.
Yeah. Now, when you say they was your peoples, like relatives, like
shit,
blood related type shit?
Shit, yeah. Seven7Hardaway, that's my uncle. That's like that's my mama, brother, and like all them really my people, except for Fredo. He like them my uncle's people type shit. Okay. That's they partners and shit. Yeah. Type shit. Yeah.
So just like really watching them blow up and everything. Yeah, I'm sure that had to motivate you, like that, because you seen it in real time too.
Yeah, that bitch Seven, like he been rapping. So when he came home from jail from doing juvenile life, he was rapping. But then he stopped, and so like me thinking, I'm like, son, why you ain't rap? I feel like I really made him start back rapping. He reinvented himself to Seven7Hardaway. So I'm like, why you don't start back rapping? But he like, shit, they ain't got room for me. Like the type of rap I'm doing, they ain't gonna. I'm like, son, you really harder than everybody rap. I'm like 13, 14 at the time. I'm telling him, you should start back, reinvent yourself. And he like, shit, yeah, I should do that. So at that time, I'm just really just looking up to him, trying to battle. My biggest goal is to be bigger than him at the time. Like I'm trying to fuck with him on that type shit. Yeah. On the music side, yeah.
And you dealt with a lot of losses too, man.
Shit,
Can you speak on that?
Oh shit, yeah. I lost him, Quick, Boulevard, Quick, Airman, and G-Money, all that type shit. It's just everybody take losses. It's just how you adapt to that shit. You gotta be more so on autopilot to that shit, cause like it's gonna come, death gonna come. So when you lose so many people, that shit just like, that shit, you gotta just adapt. Yeah. And do your own shit for real.
So when you lose your uncle, does that kind of discourage you at all for like pursuing the music type shit, or?
Yeah, when he died, I didn't even really want to rap, cause like, just imagine like, you fucking, like, you doing something to just compete with a nigga, and the person you competing with, they ain't there no more, so. I ain't want to stop, but then he was telling me keep rapping. I'm like, I don't want to rap for real, but then he just kept pushing that bit. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come back and really just do my shit for real. So when I came back, I reinvented myself, and it's been up from now, and elevating everywhere, everything I do.
How long ago was that where you kind of really locked back in with this shit then?
That was like, I think 2022, 2022, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was my senior year, 2022 to 2023, yeah. Okay. That type shit.
Yeah. Do you remember the first song that you put out that kind of gave you a buzz, whether it was locally or online?
Shit. I don't know, I feel like every song I was dropping, niggas was fucking with that bitch. So I say the song that made a nigga be like, okay, now a nigga doing something, I feel like I got a song called Rolled Up. But that was way Wildlife Kenny. I'm not even Wildlife Kenny, no mama the Rod, but niggas was like really seeing that bit now, so yeah.
When did that drop? Like 2022 or was that before that?
Yeah, that was like 2022. And then when you at school dropping music, everybody like coming up to you, rapping your lyrics or telling you spit some shit, like, so that I feel like everything I was dropping in school, that bit was buzzing for real, cause everybody was bumping that bit.
I'm sure that's got to be a good feeling. That's got to be motivating in itself too, man. Shit, to have like people, the whole school coming up to you, man. They looking at you like you made it type shit, right?
Like they like this the rapper. Like everybody like we go somewhere, they like this the rapper right here. I'm like shit. No, I'm not even fathoming that shit for real. I'm thinking nigga Joseph for real. But you know, yeah, that shit was. I was fucking with it. So I really encouraged me to keep going for real, cause like that shit, it really changed for real. People, you think a nigga not looking at you, a nigga really looking at you. That type shit.
Yeah, now I understand why you say, man, fuck college, man. Like, I'm lit in school, man. Like,
real shit. So that shit just boosting a nigga ego on some shit.
Real shit. And talk about that first EP, man. That Let Me Talk, man. That shit went crazy the first week you dropped it, right?
Oh yeah, shit, yeah. When I dropped that bit like, that I was talking about shit. All the videos and shit I put together, that bit was like, everything was like 80K views all together. So that's a lot to me. So that bit really did my shit. I dropped that bit just. That bitch tired of letting me talk, so I'm talking my shit on that bitch, letting the nigga know, yeah, I'm really talking my shit on that bitch. You gotta let me talk. It ain't no let this nigga talk. I'm here first. Yeah, that type shit.
And what's your creative process like? Do you write? Do you punch in? Do both or what?
I write a lot, but I do both of them, but I write mostly because when I write music, I want that bitch to make sense, make that bitch to be real. Because when you punching in, it's just thoughts there.
Yeah.
Like you just throwing shit out there. But when you write, sit there and write and concentrate, that bitch makes sense. It's a real story, a real way of you just letting your pain go or whatever, how you feeling, just go in a creative way.
I feel like that's a lost art these days too, man, because not anyone's writing anymore, man.
Yeah,
it's very
you
few
could tell.
that come up here and tell me that they write their raps.
Yeah, you could tell though, cause like a nigga whole verse will just be the same thing. Nigga saying the same thing a million different ways.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like that shit be crazy. Like you could just listen to it, you be like, man, this man just said the same thing 3 times, but just different ways.
Yeah.
And shit, nah, I don't be trying to do no shit like that. I be trying to make that bitch. Yeah, so when you listen to my shit, that bitch gonna make sense.
Yeah.
It don't be repetitive, no shit like that.
So what inspires you to write? Is like when you go through some real life shit, or you pissed off at someone, or you in a good mood?
All that type shit. Anything, any emotion I feel, I get frustrated with feeling that bitch. I get excited. I'm gonna write that bitch down. I feel sad. I'm gonna write that bitch down. Make sure, cause like that's just really a release. Like just get all that feeling out my mind for me to just be thinking about this shit out my mind. Just put that bitch out there, and then just writing that bitch don't be enough. So I gotta hurry up and record that bitch to stop feeling that way.
Okay.
So when I record that bitch, I ain't even feeling that way no more. Yeah, put everything in the mic for real.
Yeah. So considering your music's like so personal and all that, like do you like to have a lot of people in the studio with you, or do you like just you and Juice in that bitch?
I mean,
or it don't matter?
It depends. It's like, it don't matter for real. I'm gonna talk my shit regardless. But like most of the time, it just be me and him just joking in that bitch, but on some shit serious.
Yeah.
So we just be in that bitch just making music for real.
Okay. Speaking of serious, Take Me Serious. That's your
yeah.
latest project.
Oh
man.
yeah, shit yeah. I dropped that bit in August. I dropped 14 songs on that bit. I had chosen to do 14 songs because I be most of the shit I do that bit like it means something. So Let Me Talk, that bit was 7 songs. I really dedicated that bit to Seven Hardaway. So when I dropped Take Me Serious, that bit was 14 songs. My grandma had died when I was 14, so really that's how that shit be going. So when I made Take Me Serious, I feel like I done already talked my shit with Let Me Talk. So now you see I'm a real artist, so you gotta take me serious with this shit, cause I ain't just rapping any type of way. This real shit.
Yeah.
So you gotta take me serious. Yeah.
Yeah. And you and your grandma were real close. Like she helped raise you, right?
Yeah, mostly, yeah. Since I was like 4, 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, so buku shit was going on, so a nigga just moved over there.
Yeah. What can you tell us about your grandma? Like what type of woman was she?
Shit. I don't know, she was everything, like crazy. It like she would say some shit and then be like, oh yeah, type shit. Like you wouldn't understand it as a kid, but like nah, really used to say some shit, but like throw it off way. So like yeah.
Was she real strict or was she pretty
Yeah,
lenient?
strict as a
Oh,
bit. Like most of the time, like if I was to go outside, I'd be having to sneak outside. Like I can't be stuck in the house. A nigga just lock the door, lock everything. I'd be stuck in the house all day. Nigga just happen to be jumping out the window late night trying to go outside. Real shit.
Yeah. And talk about the feedback from Take Me Serious, because I see that shit did numbers, man.
Oh yeah, shit yeah. Like, man, when I drop that bit, when I'm making that bit, I'm like, this bitch gonna be dumb. So when I dropped that bit, niggas was really fucking with that bit. Like, I'm like, the way I dropped that bitch and just turned my phone off.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I like 3 days passed, I'm not even reposting people fucking with that bit. And then about a week passed, I'm going through my DM, everybody just saying, ooh, this bitch dumb. I like the way you said it on this bit. Like, I'm talking about buku people just really fucking with that bitch. So I'm like, yeah, niggas taking me serious for real. Niggas see me, yeah, man. Yeah.
Do you like to go through and read the comments and everything, or you try not to avoid it? Because, there's a lot of trolls and everything out there.
Shit. I don't really, I'll read that because the trolls, they'll be saying some outlandish shit. Like, that's not even real. What are you talking about? Like, they'll be saying some shit that don't even be making sense for real. Nigga just be, yeah.
I dig it, man. So you got a bunch of new videos. You've been going crazy with these videos. Man.
Oh yeah, shit, y'all. I be trying to be consistent.
Yeah.
Cause it's so hard not to be consistent. You just be trying to go with the motion, but niggas will say I'm consistent. I don't think I'm consistent. But niggas been telling me I've been being
Bro,
consistent.
I feel like you dropped, what, 3 or 4 videos this year already? We only 2 months into
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm just throwing them bitches out now. But like, yeah, I've been fucking with the videos, trying to stay consistent, cause you gotta keep your name up there.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, I fuck with that Facade, man. What can you tell us about that song, man?
Oh, Facade, shit. I think my little cousin had died. I had wrote that bit. And like so much shit, Nez, my little cousin Nez had died. That was like my real little brother. Like, shit, I'm talking about we in Glen Oaks. I'm telling this man, don't, cause like when I stayed in Glen Oaks, most of the time I'm fighting niggas all day, every day.
For real?
Yeah, so I'm telling him don't go to the park, cause don't if I ain't with you, because niggas won't fight me, so they gonna fight you type shit. So that's my real little cousin. So he had died, and I just wanted to write something, you know, that made sense. I say, life been different, keep that stick on side as you gonna ride for me. My cousin died, he kept his stick on him. The fuck that's supposed to mean? That mean I'm bound to die, I'm bound to fly. My bat wings in the air. Like, yeah, it's like, my cousin, like, you gonna keep a gun on you all day, 24/7, you still gonna die. It's just, so, this is how it's gonna be when you living like this.
Yeah. And you're from the South Side though, right?
Yeah, I'm from the top,
Yeah.
I'm from the top, yeah.
Is there a big difference? Because I know Glen Oaks is on the North Side. Like, is there a big difference between the South Side and the North Side, or?
It look different.
Look
If
different?
everything
Okay.
the same for it just look different. You don't know where you at for real. Like, the South, like, that bit, it's more family oriented.
Okay.
So I really would not even stay in Glen Oaks that long. I stayed in Glen Oaks like 3, 4, 5 years, but I used to just stay being in that bit, but Glen Oaks, yeah, that'd be cool, but the South is more family oriented, so.
Okay.
Like certain sections of who your people is, basically. Like when nigga asks you come up to who your people is, in Glen Oaks, they be like, who you fuck with type shit, that type shit.
So that shit real divided then, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't say like, I say more like, other places they be so ganged up, but BR, anywhere in BR for real, nigga be like, who your people is, who you know, like, nigga wouldn't say what gang you rep, that type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig it, man. DEMBATS, am I saying that right?
Oh, it's DEMBATS.
DEMBATS.
DEMBATS, Vulture Bats.
So
yeah.
that's a group of y'all, or?
Yeah, I created that shit. It's like all my cousins. I ain't
Okay.
really got too much friends around me, just be cousins, and we just turning up doing our shit. And I feel like we the rawest young niggas doing that shit in our city. So we be turning up for real.
How many are you guys in the group, man? Does it
Shit.
kind of change on each song, each video, or?
Yeah, it be like.
Because I'm watching the videos and I'm like, man, that dude look different than the other dude from the other videos.
It's just all them bats in that bitch. Like every song, like you'll probably come in, if we all in the studio together, nigga try to make a song by themselves. Nigga like, nah, let me hop on that bitch, that type shit. So nigga like, you done went crazy on that bitch, let me hop on that bitch. So all my cousins just hop on that bitch. Ain't no just one person gonna be on that bitch if we all together.
I dig it, man.
Yeah.
What does the bat represent to you, man?
Shit, that's them bats. Them bats come in at night, you hear me? Nigga gon'. I'm always out at nighttime, you hear me? I'm the one that I'm gonna come see you at nighttime for real, like a bat, you hear me? You ain't gonna hear that bitch coming, you just gonna see it pass by you. Real shit.
I dig it, man. So is there a new project in the works, huh?
Shit, yeah, I've been putting shit together. I'm gonna come up with another project. That bitch gonna be titled Left for Dead.
Okay.
Shit, yeah, that bitch, a whole lot of pain in that bitch, cause it's a lot of niggas who say they fuck with me, say they all that type shit, they don't really be fucking with me. So I feel like everybody that blew past me, all that type shit, not even blew past me, but like, you know, threw their hand out there and took their shit back and say they gonna help a nigga, but they really don't. So I really been left for dead, and I'm gonna show you that I'm for real.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even need your help, you hear me? I'm solo all the time. It's just me and brother and them everywhere I go. I don't need no nigga for nothing.
Now, have you been just stacking songs for this, or did you just lock in and like, all right, let's go ahead and work on the project?
Sure, that type shit, I don't just really like make songs for a project. It just, I always write so much of shit, it be so much of shit based off emotion. So I just go in the vault and be like, what's on here? What's in there? And I'm just piece that bitch together that way. All these type of feelings. But I write so much, I just go in my notes and be like, all right, that bitch can go in that bitch. Then I record that bitch. I wouldn't say I just dedicate that bitch to a project. Or just be like, let me lock in for this whole little album. Shit, no. It'd be like all types of shit.
How many songs would you say you sitting on then, like unreleased?
Just me and him, and not just me and him, we got like 5 tapes together. Like you could just put like a whole fucking like 5, cause we just be recording and then like I write a lot, so that shit, all that shit, and I record a lot, so I say like over like 100, some, I don't know, it's a big number. It ain't no just 20, 30.
Yeah.
That shit, it's buku music. It got music from like 2 years ago I ain't was released.
Okay.
Yeah, real. Oh, then it be all genres, bitch. So
What you mean all genres? What genres we hitting here,
I'm
bro?
talking about like we just be turning up in that bitch, you know. we like anything any genre you think of, a nigga probably made a song about that shit. Or made a song matching that genre for real.
Yeah. So some of them songs you recorded 2 years ago, you think they'll ever come out, or is it?
Yeah, I be going back and dropping shit I been made. Like I made a song called Where They Go. I dropped that bitch like last year, but I made that bitch when I was like 15, and people fuck with that bitch. So
real.
that really was an experiment. Like I was trying to see if I dropped that bitch, nigga, I'm gonna fuck with that bitch. Like you can hear it.
Like you probably sound completely different.
Yeah,
right?
but niggas don't know that. So when I dropped that bitch, they like, ooh, you done dropped some new shit. Shit, no, this shit from like 4-5 years ago. Cause I'm 29. I made that song when I was like 15. Dropped that bitch last year. So yeah.
You be going through some songs like, damn, I even forgot about this shit.
Fucking right.
That's like, damn, this bitch hard.
Me
though.
and him, we be like, cause like right now I'm really trying to make this tape pressure. So when a nigga going through songs, we be like, the fuck, I didn't even know we made that bitch. So nigga be like, what's the name of that bitch? Cause we don't even be knowing the name of them bitches, cause it be so many of them bitches. So yeah, it be so many songs. I record. I be trying to be on my shit with the shit I want.
I feel like that's a good problem to have. You'd rather have too much good music than not enough good music.
And then it be like, my selection of dropping, it be more quality over quantity. I can't just be dropping everything and then like, it don't really make sense. Like, what are you saying for real? I want my music to really say something. Like, so it gotta make sense the way I'm dropping. I can't just drop 10 songs out the blue. That shit don't make sense to me. I gotta make that be like the pain song. I'm talking about this certain shit that didn't happen. Or, you know, it means something for real.
Yeah. You've been working with any other artists besides your cousins and all them?
Shit, I don't know. Like, I record with a nigga. Fucking, I was supposed to do a song. I'm trying to put Bleeda on that bitch.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, on a couple songs. But every time we in the studio together, I'd probably leave too early. I'd get tired and just go home. When we be in the studio together, I'd just go home or some shit. We be bothered like him, but I just most of the time. But I don't be tripping on that type shit. Yeah. So I don't be really looking for a feature. But I know like as you move up with rapping, you gotta network that type shit. So I'm getting used to that type shit to be like force myself to try to do a feature, type shit.
Yeah. So you've been probably knowing Bleeda for a while then, right?
No, not him. I knew his cousin, TrueBleeda, Dante, for like when I first moved in Glen Oaks. I ain't really know him. But I seen him a lot. But I ain't really know him. I used to fuck with Dante. I see him when I first moved to Glen Oaks. Shit, yeah, he died, but like he used to always ride his bike everywhere. I used to be like we used to always see each other. Like I had went to this. At first I didn't really like him, cause like when I had went to a school called North Banks, I came in that bit. I don't know if a nigga was Joseph, but nigga be like, man, you look like mine, brother. That's Dante. That's TrueBleeda. So I'm like, who the fuck is that? I don't really know. This is my first time being in Glen Oaks, and I'm going to school out here. And so when I see him, I'm like, you woot the woot the woot. We started talking and jokes. I'm like, shit, just so we just was, you know, we was cool as a bit on some shit. Yeah.
Any artists you do want to work with in the industry? Like,
shit, I don't know. If it come, it come. I don't really know. Cause like I ain't gonna say, I'll be like, I wanna make a song with a certain person. Cause I'll make a song with anybody. That bitch gonna be hit. I'm gonna make that bitch. Yeah, that bitch gonna sound good regardless.
And how would you describe your growth as an artist, you know, from when you really first started taking this shit serious up until today, man?
Shit. You can see when I take it serious. You can see when I'm just dropping music. You see, like, as I'm getting older and the way I'm dropping and doing shit, fucking, like, you see, like, everybody can see that I'm taking that bitch serious. Like, I'm doing shit that makes sense now. I ain't just doing dumb shit, just dropping music here and there. Everything more structured. Man.
And talk about, you know, starting your own brand and pushing that shit, you know, independently too, man.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah. So like that type shit, man, I ain't really like, cause I always been like my own mind. Like I ain't never really want be the backup dancer to no nigga. So like I'm like shit, I don't even need a nigga. I'm gonna do my own shit. Nigga gonna respect you getting out the mud yourself. So go ahead and do that shit, my nigga. Yeah, man. This your shit. You can't never say a nigga, you know, gave me nothing. So. Yeah, like I said, a nigga gonna respect you getting out the mud more than a nigga just handing that bit to you. So I just took my shit and we going up with that shit for real.
Yeah. Would you be open to signing with a label down the road or?
Almost definitely.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't say like I'm saying like me as a brand, like my own brand, it's like yeah, cause that shit just business for real. All that shit gonna come in when it come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's your thoughts on the music scene in Baton Rouge right now?
I ain't gonna lie. Baton Rouge music right now, that shit garbage. I ain't gonna lie. What I ain't gonna say is garbage, it's repetitive. Like, it's just the same shit over and over. Like, we done turned into a drill city. I mean, this is what we doing type shit. Cause I still make music like that, I ain't gonna lie. It's just like, as like a Baton Rouge sound, we all stuck in like, well, not we all, cause I'm not. Them niggas, like, they rap. It's not versatile right now. I say the only versatile people we got, like, Bleeda, all they little click, and shit, my little click, we dropping shit, for anti, all that type shit. We, like, people I fuck we versatile, but like, what is being seen right now, it's just drill shit, gangsta shit, so it's repetitive. I feel like I'm sticking out for real if you really just listen. Yeah.
And do you feel like the music is influencing the violence in the city, or this is just what's going on and the music is more of a reflection?
I mean, the younger generation, yeah, but like, I wouldn't say if a song influenced you to do some gangster shit, you is not no gangster. If you living like that, you don't even need to listen to no music to just do some gangster shit. So I feel like if a nigga say music influence you or influence BR, these niggas ain't real niggas. These niggas just bumping some gangster shit, going do gangster shit. That shit supposed to be in you, my nigga. So I feel like it's all the gangsters make music now. It ain't just like that. So a nigga not really being influenced, and then that shit became so cool. Nigga, they got like 12-year-olds talking about putting switches on Glocks.
Yeah,
8-year-olds talking about putting switches on. Like, my nigga, you ain't probably never shot a high point before. So what is you talking about, my nigga? And then it should be so, like, it's so normal now. So like, to where like now it's watered down. Shit, you might see a 5-year-old saying they didn't put a switch on a nigga.
That shit wild.
Like, that shit crazy. So I feel like the scene of the music, all that gangster shit, I don't know, it's just repetitive right now.
Yeah. What's some advice you would share to some new artists trying to get their foot in the door right now?
Shit, for any new artists, what you talking about, just anybody?
Yeah, anybody.
Anybody, I say, keep going. You don't need no nigga for nothing. You hear me? Consistency, fucking, if you want something, do it, son. Like, don't never stop because a nigga saying no. Make sure you have your own creative mind to where you be like, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do it like that. Don't never stop, because I'm telling you, I done got DMs from people, like, you hear me, like, fucking, they watching, people watching, for real. Like, you'll think a nigga not noticing you, but niggas watching.
Yeah. What do you feel like you would do if you wasn't rapping? Because I feel like this is such a strong passion for you, like, I feel like you didn't have a plan B type shit.
Nah. Like, I've been writing music. Like, before I knew, like, how to write music, like, I just say shit to rhyme. Like, kindergarten, like, not kindergarten, second grade, we'll be doing, like, poems and shit. Everybody come and pay me, like, $1 or airhead to write their poem for them. Like, real shit. So I say, like, if I wasn't writing music, I'd probably be, like, just writing books or something. Some shit creative with just literacy. Cause that shit it's really pressure when you just sit back and create something.
Yeah, absolutely. Out of nothing, man.
Yeah, real shit.
No, that's real. So what's some goals you got set? We could do short term first, man. Like, say, next 12 months. If you were to come back and sit on this porch next year, where are you trying to be at in your career?
Shit, richer. Everything but what I am now, but 1,000,000 times better. I'm talking about way more, everything. I'm talking about, yeah. You're gonna see when it's different. You're gonna look at me like, yeah, this nigga done popped this shit for real.
Yeah. And what about long term, like 5, 10 years? Is like awards and shit like that, is that important to you?
Yeah, I mean, that shit gonna come regardless of the way, cause that's a people thing. The way a nigga fuck with you for real, then that shit just gonna come. So yeah, I'm aiming for a Grammy, but you know, it's just how that bitch come for real.
And do you look to put other artists on? I know you kind of doing it with your cousins already.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I feel like from a nigga like me that ain't really got it on his own or getting it on his own, I feel like I got that perspective to like know how a nigga feel to like, well, nigga can't hear me, nigga ain't hearing me, right? Drop this shit. So I'ma just have my hand out for niggas like, yeah, come, I'ma put you on for real. Not even just me putting you on, I just, you know, put that bag behind somebody without even me saying I did that, cause it's so, like, just helping a nigga that don't see nothing now feel like niggas just digging a hole and then they don't even know gold under that bitch for real. So I'm gonna let you know it's got some treasure under that bitch. Just keep digging that bitch. Yeah.
Nah, real shit. 'Cause especially in BR, there's so much talent out there that's just untapped, man.
Yeah.
Like even with your music, like I wasn't too familiar, but then I started listening, like, God damn.
Yeah, it
bro,
feel
going
like,
in.
Yeah, real shit. Like it's so much of shit going on to where you don't even see who really, like who really talented. Cause like I say, everything repetitive. So you just look up. You can't just look up Baton Rouge rapper. It's gonna be nothing but drill music right now.
Shit.
Well, from my perspective, I don't know what nigga looking up, but from my perspective, it just be getting covered up by all type of shit going on within the city. So niggas who actually trying, they get overlooked by a nigga just being bullshit on that shit. Yeah.
No, that's real, man. Go ahead and plug your social media so everyone know where to follow you at too, bro.
Alright, so on Instagram, I'm at @4LilRodd_. That's number 4, Lil Rod, you hear me, _. On Twitter, it's @LoveMeForever, you hear me. YouTube is Lil Rod, you hear me. Shit, yeah.
You on TikTok?
Oh, yeah, I'm on TikTok. I'm really on everywhere.
Okay.
It just, I be fucking with Instagram, YouTube, that type shit more.
Okay. You one of the few youngins that mentioned Twitter on here, man.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like the younger generation wasn't fucking with Twitter, man.
Shit, no, it's like coming up or like doing some shit, like when you finna do something, you gotta do research, do the science to that shit, like how to really blow. I feel like if you got a real fan base on Twitter, you really famous. So
that's like the hardest platform to build.
Yeah, cause niggas, that shit like, that shit like real life, but on social media, Twitter for real, cause niggas really just be on that bitch for real. So if a nigga fuck with you on Twitter, you really, you that thing. Real shit.
Nah, that's true, bro. You got any shout outs you want to give before you wrap it up here, man?
Shit, shout out to the whole ROL, Mercy Beats, who the fuck is Rico, Presidential Juice, you hear me? Brothers, you hear me? 4 Anti, 4 Sid, you hear me? All them bats, shout out to them, you hear me? Shout out to BFK, you hear me? All them niggas, all my brothers doing they shit, you hear me? Everybody around me, shout out to them, you hear me? I might forgot somebody, but shit, yeah, shout out all them young niggas doing our shit in BR. We really finna take off for real.
Damn, I used to ask for change. I ain't rich right now, but I came a long way. I ain't got no pics, hair nappy every day. Let me talk my shit, don't give a fuck about